What if I told you don't need a big budget to make your home look high-end? Today, I'm sharing with you the 10 best DIY projects that are going to give your home that luxury look, but without the designer price tag. My name's Carrie, a designer here at Penny Modern, and we're going to show you the best DIY projects that's going to make your home look and feel expensive, but you can do this at pretty much any level. We're going to show you beginner, intermediate, and advanced DIY projects. I have the top projects from magazines like Architectural Digest, as well as real estate experts, to bring you the best projects that are going to make your home look great on pretty much any budget and any skill level. And make sure you stick around to the end, because I'm going to show you one home upgrade that could boost your home's resale value by $6,000, and it's way easier than you think. Let's get started with our first DIY project, and this is one of the biggest giveaways of a builder grade home, and it's something you probably wouldn't even notice, but you actually touch it all the time, every day. If you guessed light switches and outlet covers, that is something that can look very cheap and inexpensive if you have the builder grade versions, especially if they're stained and dirty and they've been quite used for many years. If you swap out your switch plates and your light switch covers and also your outlet covers and outlets for sleek modern ones, it's actually going to make your home look and feel more expensive and high end. According to HGTV, minor upgrades like your fixtures and your hardware can actually increase your home's perceived value by 3 to 5%. Here are a few easy ways to embrace this easy DIY upgrade, and that would be getting these screwless options, which I'm going to link to some of these down below. So these are screwless covers that have a very seamless and modern look. You also can try different things like a brushed metal, a matte black, or paintable covers that you can actually paint to match the color of your wall. You want an ultra luxe upgrade to really elevate your space. You also can use a marble or wood grain plate as your light switch cover. And then there also are some options that you can actually get these very custom and unique light switches that are from places like Etsy, and there's actually a cottage industry to have a non-traditional light switch. It looks super old school and it looks very custom, so that's another option. By the way, if you're new around here, my name's Carrie from Penny Modern, and I'm a self-taught interior designer and owner of the blog Penny Modern, and we've been bringing you affordable modern home decor since 2019. So if that's your cup of tea, make sure you hit subscribe. Now, if you want your kitchen or your bathroom to feel more expensive, the secret is in the details. And this next one is also a beginner-friendly DIY project. The National Association of Realtors actually suggests that updating cabinet hardware can be one of the most cost-effective ways of updating a kitchen or bathroom without a full renovation, and it's beginner-friendly. And if you think about it, the handles and pulls on your cabinets are something that you touch all the time. So upgrading those to something more modern or something that's more substantial and heavy, that's going to help perceive the elegance and the high-endness of your home. Here's how you can embrace it. You can swap out your builder grade handles, knobs, and pulls for something more high-end looking. I really love brushed brass right now. There's also matte black. You also could do a polished nickel. For an extra custom look, you can choose very long handles instead of tiny little knobs. So that's going to help elevate your space. If replacing your hardware isn't really in your budget right now, we still got options for you. You can actually spray paint hardware and do a top coat, and it is very durable. You also can use stuff like rub and buff, which will add a different finish and tone to your hardware. So I want to know what you are loving for hardware right now. Do you love a brushed brass? Do you love a shiny gold? Do you love black or silver? Let me know down in the comments below. Have you ever noticed how a luxury bathroom or a luxury home at the entryway usually have a large, oversized mirror? Let's help you get that look without the high price tag. Mirrors have a very special quality because they will make your space look bigger and brighter and more high-end. And that is because they actually bounce light around the room, which is especially valuable if you don't have a ton of windows. You can use a mirror to bounce that natural light off, and it's gonna look like you have more windows than you actually do, and that is gonna make your home look more high-end. You can do a lot, even if you have a builder grade mirror, like in your bathroom. You can actually add a frame around the edges of it, and that will make it look more custom and high-end. You also can swap out your builder grade mirror in the bathroom, or if you have no mirror in the entryway, for something that has a very unique frame or shape. So you can use some of these organic shapes that are not completely circular, but have a rough edge to them. You also can do something with an arch or a circular mirror to add something that's very statement making and get as large a size as the space can support, because that's going to bounce more light around. You also can get an aged or a antique mirror that will have a little patina for it. I would say you probably don't want that for your bathroom. That might be better for your entryway. And that is something that could add a very vintage and unique character to your home. And if you're watching this because you're planning to do a home makeover or home renovation or even just a room makeover, I've got a great free gift for you. It's my room makeover planner and checklist. And this is a handy worksheet. It's a free download that you can have that will help you with your project. It'll help you decide what you want to keep, what you need to get, help you build a budget, and it also will help you with planning your space, and it has a little space and graph paper for that. So download yours today at pennymodern.com/freebies, and the link is down in description. Did you know that the right lighting can actually make your home feel twice as expensive? Interior designers agree that lighting is one of the most transformative aspects of any room, and it can really change the look and feel of your space. And according to HGTV, swapping out your lighting for newer, more modern styles is one of the easiest ways to give your home that luxury feel without a full remodel. And this is still beginner friendly, in my opinion, because if you swap out your light fixture for one that's very similar, and what we like to do at our house, we actually try to make it the same base. So if it has a circular base that connects to the wall, we get another light that has a circular base, and that makes it really easy to change out your light. You can replace your builder grade light fixtures with all kinds of more modern ones, a globe, pendant. You can also have a sculptural chandelier, and you can also do a more sleek wall sconce. Layer your lighting and have overhead lights, but also have a floor lamp and also task lighting, like a reading light or a table lamp, or maybe even under cabinet lighting to have a layered look to your lighting. And that's gonna give your home a much more high-end feel. Oh, and make sure you always try to use a warm light bulb that has a warm color to it, because the cooler tones cannot maybe give you as warm and rich of a feel to your room and make it look more clinical. And you don't want to have a house that's clinical, right? You want it to be warm and inviting. What's your favorite type of lighting in your home? I'd love to know. Let me know down in the comments below. Luxury homes usually have one detail in common, and that is actually architectural details. Now, here's how to add them without a full remodel. Custom wall treatments can make your space feel very curated and like a designer created it. And then you also can do wainscoting, trim, as well as upgraded baseboards. And those are going to add a lot of elegance and definitely a touch of class to your space. And according to the National Association of Home Builders, homes with detailed millwork, which is that wainscoting and the different beadboard and different kinds of trims, that tends to sell faster and for higher prices because the homes feel and look more custom and high-end, which is desirable for many buyers. I would say this is more of an intermediate type of DIY project, and you can do a wainscoting or board and batten. There's plenty of tutorials here on YouTube, and you can add wood panels to your lower walls for a timeless and very high-end look. A lot of people right now are doing kind of that half wall that is the paneling, and then the upper part, they're adding some wallpaper. And then the other thing that you can do is add some picture frame trim to your walls. And there's actually peel and stick options that you can just buy and pop on your wall. It's from Amazon. And then you make sure you paint it the same color as your wall. And that's going to give you that very custom high-end look. And then you also can do things like upgrading your baseboards. Maybe that's something, if you're thinking about updating your flooring, you should upgrade your baseboard to something more high-end and modern looking. And if you are getting value from this video so far, make sure you hit that like button. It helps other people just like you to find this video. A blank wall is like a missed opportunity. And this next DIY really is going to make your space feel like it's professionally designed. I'm talking about none other than a feature wall. So this is slightly different than your standard accent wall. So this is definitely a wall that's going to have some kind of a treatment on it that's a little bit more high end, and it's definitely not just a coat of paint. Feature walls can create a ton of depth and a lot of texture, and they're gonna give you that high end feel to your home. And you can do things like having fluted walls. You can have modern paneling on your wall. You also can do a tile backsplash on the wall or some kind of a stone facade on the wall. And the other thing that some people are doing in the high-end homes is actually using a slab of marble or porcelain to look like marble on the wall. Some easy ways to DIY this for your home would be that you can add paneling or kind of a fluted look to your home with using wood dowels or MDF strips and putting those up yourself with some kind of adhesive. You also can add a paneling that again is that acoustic paneling. You can buy pieces of it from places like a Home Depot, or even I've seen it at places like Costco. And then you can do a tiled wall, and you can do a cheat code and do peel and stick tile walls that's gonna cut down on your budget and make it super easy to install. These next ones are a little bit more on the advanced side for you advanced DIYers, and nothing says a luxury home like custom built-ins. But did you know that you can get a custom built-in look, but also at a lower end price and use built-ins and bookcases from IKEA? According to House Beautiful, a well-designed storage solutions like custom built-ins can increase your home value and appeal to more buyers that are looking for that custom look to their home. Built-in shelving and bookcases definitely can make a space feel very high-end, and they add a ton of visual interest. Some people even do a wallpaper on the back wall of the bookcase. That really is going to add a lot of texture and visual interest. And then you can get the same look using IKEA pieces like the Billy bookcase, as well as using trim pieces and plywood. And then you basically fill in all the cracks. There's plenty of DIY videos here on YouTube on how to do a built-in IKEA Billy hack. The other secret to making these look built in is to make sure you paint them the exact same color as your wall, because that's going to give it this seamless built-in look. Have you tried the IKEA built-in hack, or would you ever want to try it? Do you dare to try it? Do you think it seems too complicated, or do you think it's something you'd give a try? Let me know down in the comments below. Imagine walking into your space and you are seeing something beautiful on the ceiling, and it's a beautiful architectural detail, and it's actually a custom wood ceiling beam. Now imagine you were able to achieve that look all by yourself. Wood ceiling beams definitely add a custom high-end look to any home. But did you know that there actually are fake or faux wood ceiling beams that are made out of foam or lightweight wood that are much easier to install yourself? According to Real Simple, adding these architectural details like these ceiling beams can actually help increase your home's visual appeal, and it can even help on your resale value. You can use faux wood beams that you get from home improvement stores, or you can buy them online, and you can install them onto your ceiling with brackets. You can stain some of them, and you can use different colors. and maybe you use a color that's going to be a more of a closer match to your flooring if you have a wood or wood look flooring. And then you want to also make sure you're placing them strategically and evenly space them throughout the room. So what do you think? Would you add fake ceiling beams to your home? Let me know down in the comments below. Next up, this is a little bit more of an advanced DIY, and this is something about a kitchen and the focal point for that kitchen. It should always be stunning to have your kitchen. It's the heart of the home, but let's make yours unforgettable, and that is with a custom range hood. A custom range hood can give a very polished and high-end and luxurious look to your kitchen, and many designers use range hoods that are made out of shiplap, out of wood, out of plaster. Some are still just metal, but they're in a more high-end shape. Jean Stoffer, who is a famous interior designer, says in high-end kitchens, range hoods are no longer just functional, they're sculptural elements that elevate the entire design. How can you DIY these custom range hoods? Well, luckily for us, a lot of the custom range hoods right now are really just a rectangle shape, so it's fairly easy to DIY this. You just use wood to create a box around your range hood insert, and then you can use MDF or drywall to face that box that you make, and it builds a very sleek and minimalist range hood cover. You can incorporate decorative trim or molding if you want. You even could add things like a shiplap or maybe just a wood border around the bottom. And it doesn't have to be a curvy shape. It can just be a box, but you also can paint it either the same color as your cabinetry, or you can paint it a contrasting color to add some visual interest, maybe the same color as your island. Would you customize your rain hood and try this DIY project, or you want to stick with the stainless steel model that you can just install in a day? Let me know again down in the comments below. Here is that bonus DIY that I promised you guys that can increase your home's value. But first, if you want to learn how to decorate your home like a pro, but on a budget you can actually afford, hit subscribe. That's what we're all about here at Penny Modern. First impressions make a huge difference. We all know that, right? Well, what is the first impression that people have when they come to your house? It's actually your front door. So this is something that can actually change the value of your home. Curb appeal actually has a huge role in terms of real estate home values, or at least the perceived values by buyers. And real estate studies prove that painting your front door the right color can actually increase your resale value. According to Zillow, homes with a front door painted in a black or a charcoal color can actually sell for up to $6,000 more than homes with different front door colors. This is an easy DIY. There are tons of paints out there. You can choose to do a traditional type of paint where you sand it and then put primer and then put the paint on, or you can use a chalk paint or an heirloom traditions, which I did a video on painting my kitchen cabinets with that paint. You don't need to do any sanding. You just wipe it down and you put your paint on. But if you use a very bold luxe color like the black or the charcoal, maybe a forest green or a deep blue, that's gonna add a lot of drama to your front door. And don't forget to swap out that doorknob and update your hardware on your door to add a little bit more of a modern or luxury touch to it. And you also could add something like a smart lock or a keypad so you can have a keyless entry. That's what I love to do in my home. Which DIY are you interested in trying first? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you want more designer tips and tricks and secrets on how to make your home look luxurious, but on a budget that you can afford, watch my next video right here, which is designer secrets on how to make your home look luxurious. And also don't forget to download your copy of your room makeover planner, and that's at pennymodern.com/freebies. And I'll see you in the next video.